fried. A cold beer on a Friday night. A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio.
Yeah, baby! Happy Friday, everybody. Don't eat Tide Pods. Listen to the Fried Pod. It's your boy John to the air horn reap. Air horn! Air horn! This is an air horn! And you're listening to another awesome, amazing episode of the Fried Pod. All right. Well, as I talk to you, I am sitting in a hotel room in Columbus, Ohio. I've got a show this weekend at the Funny Bone. And I got 2 shows tonight and 2 shows Saturday night because it's Friday right now. Wink, wink. I'm also going live on Facebook. I'm lying to you. As I record this, it's Thursday. But it'll come out tomorrow/today. Depends on which one you're watching and listening to. Anyway, it's very confusing. The fact is that you're listening to it right now, and that's amazing. So I appreciate that. Columbus, Ohio, Funny Bone, great club. It's like the hub of all Funny Bones. It's where all other ones are modeled after this one, believe it or not. And it's a great club. It's a double-decker. It's got a balcony. And I'm hoping that if you're around, that you will come and see me and say, hey, you know, 'tis the season for you to give to me by buying tickets or spreading the word. Tell others about my appearance here and or this podcast. All right? Tell other people about the Fried Pod. Rate, review, subscribe, and share. Rate. Gotta hit that T. Rate, review, subscribe, and share. 2 R's, 2 S's. And there you go. So that's what's up right now. What else can I tell you? Dad, I'll give you an update on Dad. He is still in a skilled nursing facility. I mean, he's not making a whole lot of progress. I mean, tiny bits. Still has not passed a swallowing test. Still, he still has a peg tube. It's a feeding tube that goes directly into his stomach. Still has that going on. Sleeping a lot still. He does have some mobility in his legs and sometimes his fingers. They're working him, though. They are working him. They are working him very much. He's got physical therapy he does, speech therapy, and occupational therapy. So I guess if you're the praying type, keep them coming. Keep them a-coming. So there you go. There's Dad's update. And today is his birthday. Well, actually, if you're listening to this, it was yesterday. But it's never too late to send my dad a video saying happy birthday. 74. 74, that's right. So we're hoping for many more of those. If you want to do something nice for me, you can just make my dad a fun little video. Send it to my Facebook page. Send it to me somehow. I'll get it to him at some point. He will see it. And thank you for those who've already done that. What else? So my mother and I, now we've talked about this on the podcast before. My mother and I were talking about, because you guys brought it up. You guys tweeted me or Facebooked me or Instagrammed me something about Die Hard, and it's come up in many conversations. The movie Die Hard, is it or is it not a Christmas movie? And so my mom was on the podcast. I said, Mom, we're going to watch that. So you know what I did was I TiVoed it. I set it for a schedule, and we watched it the other day. And, I'm going to try and call my mom via FaceTime right now. Now, you people who are watching this on Facebook, you're not going to be able to see this part, but you can hear it later when you subscribe to the podcast. And I would love it if somebody right now would put up a link to the podcast so that other people can go subscribe to it, rate, review, subscribe, and share. And then you can listen to this later. I'm going to call my mom, though. I'm going to FaceTime her because that's how I have to do it. What? I can't install FaceTime, but I just called her. Okay, it's loading. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's up with Apple, but every time I click on an app on my iPad, it has to update first. I don't like that. I mean, I update it all the time. Let's call Mom. Let's see what she's doing. Oh, okay, here we go. She is right now with Dad at a skilled nursing facility, probably out in the waiting room.
Hello.
And there we go. Hey, Mama.
Hey,
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fine. I got here safely in Columbus, Ohio, although American Airlines decided to not put my bag on my flight. It had to come on a later flight. So when I got here, I did not have a bag. I was very worried for a minute.
Oh, no. But you got it now?
Yeah, it came on the next flight. So I had to come back to the hotel, wait for like an hour and a half, and just go back and get it. Sometimes they'll deliver it to you, but they don't do it on your time. They do it on their time. And, I got clothes and podcast stuff. Hey, so for those of you listening to the podcast, you can't see this, but my mom is, are you in the room right now with Dad and Gail and Dickie?
Yes.
That's Gail and Dickie is my aunt and uncle on my mama's side. Gail is my mom's sister, and Dickie's her husband. Hey, Gail.
Hey, John. Glad you got there safely.
Hey,
Beard
Dickie.
looks good.
I'm doing your classic wave.
There you go, buddy.
Those of you listening, you can't see this. My Uncle Dickie waves in a certain way. I don't know how this started, but I'll never forget, like, this is how he waves. I don't know why, but it looks like he's washing a window in a circular motion, and that's just how he waves, and I love it, and so I've copied that many times. Okay, Mom, you and I watched a movie the other night, right?
Right.
No, tell the people. We saw the movie Die Hard.
Right.
And the argument was a lot of people are saying it's a Christmas movie. What are your thoughts? Betty Reap, go.
It was more like a, what did I say? Halloween. It was so much violence.
Oh.
And Merry Christmas was mentioned probably 6 or 7 times, and you saw some Christmas trees, but you saw a lot of blood and violence, and that's not like a Christmas story.
No, it's not a Christmas story at all. It's it's an action movie that takes place around Christmas, which is what I've always said.
Yeah.
But did you like the movie?
I loved the movie.
Yeah.
It was great.
The movie's great, and I'm surprised I've never seen it the whole way through. So that was fun watching that all the way through with you. And, I would even make the argument for people who say it's a Christmas movie. It's almost like anti-Christmas movie because Christmas movies should be about Christmas, right? That's the word Christmas in the title. Christmas movie needs to be about Christmas.
That's right.
Otherwise, it ain't a Christmas movie. Now, the people who are saying this is a Christmas movie obviously don't like Christmas. And they're just saying that to get on our nerves for those who do like Christmas. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that. The only Christmassy thing, it ended good with him getting back with his wife and his children.
Yeah. And there's some good actors in this movie. I mean, obviously, the main guy, Bruce Willis, was great when he had hair. And I went on to make tons of these movies, as you all know. But remember that very first scene when he's on the flight and he's sitting next to a guy, and Bruce Willis was like grabbing the seat, the handle real hard, like he was white knuckling it because he was nervous about flying. And the guy said, "You don't fly much, huh?" And he said something about like, "Here's a tip for traveling. I travel all the time. When you get to where you're going, take your shoes off and walk around the carpet barefoot, and then knuckle up your toes on the carpet. It makes you feel at home or something."
Make a fist with your toes.
Make a fist with your toes. And I thought, well, that's an odd thing to randomly put in a movie. But then, do you know why they did that, Mom?
Why?
Because they needed a reason for him to be barefooted
in
this movie.
That's right.
So
get all bloody.
Yeah, that was part of it. The fact that they were shooting the glass and all that stuff. So I like the movie. It's a great action film. Way better than I thought. I just thought people like Bruce Willis and just generic action movies, but it's a good movie. And I like the villain too. The villain played. He went on to play in Hogwarts. I'm drawing a blank now, but you know those movies, the Hogwarts films. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Google it on your own time. But
yeah.
He's great. The villain's great. The German guys are The blonde terrorist German guys are pretty good in that, and even the black guy who plays the computer guy. To me, he was one of the best actors in it, because he was just so natural in this thing. It was really good. And what else did I liked so many things about it, but I will tell you, even though it's a great movie, it is not a Christmas movie.
No, it is not.
No. So there you go. How's Dad? Remember, you're being recorded right now, so if there's anything you don't want out there, don't say it. But generically, how's Dad?
He's better than he was yesterday.
Oh, okay, that's good. Is he awake? Is he asleep?
Yes, he's awake right now.
Well, just tell him I said hello, I love him, and happy birthday.
All
right, Daddy. Hope you're feeling better.
thanks, me too.
We are on. There you go, folks. That's the first words from David Reap in a long time. So, Mom, that's it. I just want to get your opinion on, on the Die Hard movie.
Okay, well, I enjoyed it, but not Christmas.
All right. Any final words before I hang up?
I love you.
How? I love you too. All righty. I will
Be
see.
safe.
I will. I'll see you Sunday.
All right.
All right. Bicycle.
Bicycle.
Bye, John.
Bye.
Bye, John.
I'm not sure. Hey, bye. We're doing the circular wave. Yes. Now I got to figure out how to hang up. I'm not sure how to hang
You
up.
want me to just hang up?
Oh, I got it. Here we go. Bye. There you go, folks. Betty Reap telling you for a fact, Die Hard not a Christmas movie. Well, what else is going on with me? Like I said, we're going live right now on FaceTime. Not FaceTime, Facebook. So I'm waving to those people. Hello, Rebecca Humphreys. I love you as well. Christmas is upon us. Has everyone done their Christmas shopping? You done? Got everything you need? One of my favorite Christmas memories that I'd like to share with you, and I may have talked about this before. I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but I just did the Bob and Sherry show. They one of my favorite morning DJ hosts, radio shows in Charlotte, North Carolina. A couple reasons why I was there, but one of the reasons was to be on their show, and they asked me to relive one of my fondest Christmas memories. So I'll do that. I'll tell you what I told them. One year, my dad decided to hang the Christmas tree. Yes, not upside down. That's a new thing. I'm talking when I was, this was in the 80s, okay? And basically, I think he just got tired of that tree stand, A lot of people like fake trees, and I get that. Fake trees are, they're cheaper over the long run. They're easier to put up and take down. You don't have to water them. They don't get needles everywhere. It's less messy. It's way more efficient, but it doesn't really give you that Christmas feel to me. Like, I want to smell the Christmas tree. So if you're a fake Christmas tree person, something that you could possibly do, go to any convenience store. Go ahead and buy some of those Christmas tree air fresheners. Got to get the green ones. Green ones is the pine smell. Don't get the blue ones. That's new car. It's very confusing for your family if they smell that Christmas morning and think they have a new car. Don't do that. Get the pine ones, okay? Get like 20 or 30 of them, and just put that on the Christmas tree. That's going to be your ornaments, okay? So that's going to give you the pine smell. In fact, what you want to do possibly to make it even better, get some pine sol and just put that all over the tree, okay? And then if you really want to do this right, you'll go outside, get a couple pine cones, and put one in your nose hole. Put them in both nose holes. And it's Christmas all the time. All right, so we like the real tree. Well, one year I think my dad, he just got tired of fussing with that Christmas tree stand. You know the one I'm talking about, the red and green one? I mean, that thing hasn't changed in 1,000 years. How archaic is this technology? That Christmas tree stand has not changed in 1,000 years. It's insane. It's horrible. We've got, it's almost 2019, people. I can get virtual reality goggles and be anybody and anywhere I want to be. I can watch a basketball game with Maroon 5. We got cars that drive themselves now. Okay, we can go out and buy a vacuum cleaner that doesn't lose suction. But when it comes to Christmas and Christmas trees, why are we still screwing bolts in the side of tree trunks like it's Frankenstein's neck? That's horrible. We got to update that thing. So, and then you got to water it. Got to put water in it so it don't die. You know, use distilled water. That's what my mom does. Use distilled water. It lasts longer. See, that way, if you do it right, you put some aspirin in there and distilled water, you won't just have a Christmas tree. You might have yourself a Valentine's Day tree, possibly a St. Patrick's Day tree, you know, if you do it right. So I think one year my dad just got tired of messing with the tree stand. And, he's just kind of looking around the room like, what else could I do? Because we had it kind of in the corner back in the day. And I think he saw like a plant hook in the ceiling just sitting there. You know, we didn't have a plant on it at the time, but it was just a hook. He goes, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to hang the tree. And that's what he did. He got some fishing wire so he couldn't even see it. And somehow he rigged it up so the center of gravity was on point, like it didn't lean or anything. It was hanging directly from the ceiling about a foot off the ground, you know? So when you walked in a room, you couldn't tell that, you know, there was a Christmas tree levitating in the corner, you know? And actually it's pretty smart if you think about it because you can put more gifts under there that way. Don't have to water it. The only thing is, I guess when you turn the air conditioning on, it would kind of... Just kidding. That's a very heavy tree. I made that last part up. But he hung the tree. I think he said something like, yeah, it's smart. I think maybe next year I'll put a pulley system in there. That way, if you're a real good boy, we'll raise it up a little bit, put a lot more stuff under there. But if you keep talking shit, we're going to put it on the floor. Right next to that dog turd I told you to pick up. I don't know if he said that part. But anyway, yeah, I think that's pretty genius in a weird way. Pretty MacGyverish of him to have hung the tree. What are your thoughts? Has your dad ever done anything crazy like that for Christmas? Let me know. You can tweet me or Facebook me or Instagram me at Jon Reep. Everything I do, social media is JONREEP, Jon Reep. And hashtag it Fried Pod. That's this podcast. The Fried Pod. Let me know what you think. So, another reason I was in Charlotte recently, I went to a Monday Night Football game. Panthers versus Saints. Yeah, not a good game. And we got to play them again. We lost that game. But the main reason, and I knew that going in, I had no expectation. Although I figured we might be able to play spoiler. You know, we could upset them. But that didn't happen. Just making sure I'm still recording this. Yeah. I thought maybe we could play spoiler, but that didn't happen either. We lost that game. It was like 6-7 for a long time. But I had pretty decent seats. No, that's not the main reason I went, though. The main reason I went, as some of you may or may not know, I am actually working on a TV show right now. It's called Hickory Live. And it's going to be a scaled-down Tonight show. I'm going to be the host. We're going to shoot it in Hickory at a barbecue place, Sam's Barbecue. They have a stage. They have seating for an audience. They got bleachers. I'm going to come out, do a monologue. We're going to have an announcer. You know how like Conan has an announcer? All these guys have announcers. My announcer is going to be the winner of the Hickory Hollering contest. I'm going to come out to Cloggers. We're going to have a house band, bluegrass band. And I'm going to, I'm going to have a desk. It'll probably be just some wooden spool, cable spool. And I'm going to do a monologue and have guests. We're going to have celebrities Skype in. We're going to do segments. And that's what I was doing in Charlotte at this football game. I'm working on a segment called Game Day Upgrade. And what I did was I had some tickets. I bought 4 tickets. Not that matters. But anyway, I bought tickets to the game. And we went out to a tailgate. And we just, we found people who didn't have tickets, who were just there to tailgate. And we made them compete against each other for a chance to win the tickets. The first round was trivia. How well do you know the Panthers? And believe me, I can't wait for y'all to see this. Second round, because by the way, our contestants are kind of a big deal right now anyway. They're young fellows, but they all played football for Appalachian State University. That's right, and they just won a big game. So anyway, we had 3 of those kids as contestants, and one of them won a ticket to the game. They competed against each other. Round 1, like I said, trivia. Round 2 was an eating competition. We had some pulled pork. We had a plate in front of them, and whoever could eat the plate first moves on to the next round. Then you got the winner, and then I threw an audible. I gave him an upgrade, and made him do burpees after he ate against another guy who was just hanging out in the parking lot. So it was very random, just, guerrilla-style pop-up sort of game show, trivia, sports-related. I don't know what you call this thing. We call it Game Day Upgrade. And that will be a segment within the TV show Hickory Live, which we are working on right now. We're going to shoot it live in Hickory at Simms Barbecue in February. We moved the date. I was going to do it in January, but we moved it to February because I've been dealing with poor Popsicle and his stroke. So we're going to shoot this thing February 20 and 21, mostly just 21. We're going to shoot February 21st. So there you go. If you're in Hickory and you want tickets to that, let me know. We're looking for sponsors as well. I'll put that on Facebook. If you want to be a sponsor on this thing, we got different levels that you could participate. You can just go to my Facebook, like I said, and hit me up there. Send me a message, Twitter, Instagram, what have you. And there you go. So the game was miserable, but I did go to the game with my buddy Mike Dawson, good fella, and we watched that. We had club level seating. That was the only good thing about it, was the club level, because you had access to bathrooms and booze. That's my new country song I'm working on. Bathrooms and booze. If you're going to do a lot of booze, you're going to need a lot of bathrooms. Got to be next to them. Anyway, let's go to Facebook Live and see what's going on here. Jessica Foster. I can't pronounce your middle name. Sauer Foster. Have a random segment from a guy from California or a gal from Michigan. Okay, random. We're gonna need more information than that. More. Let's dig deep into that. What that idea is. Got tickets to see me performing at the Arts Center in New Philadelphia, Ohio. Can't wait. That's right. Doing a show there as well. Let's run down the tour dates, everybody. So, as a matter of fact, if you want to ever see me live, right now, maybe you are not in Columbus, Ohio, and you're thinking to yourself, John, but where else could you be? Can I see you somewhere else? Yes, you can. Let's close out December. After I leave here, I'm going to be here Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then I'm going home to Hickory for Christmas. Got my Christmas shopping done. My next gig will be on the 27th of December. 27th through the 29th, I will be at Zany's Comedy Club in Nashville, one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. Then from Nashville, I will be doing shows in Huntsville, Alabama on the 30th and 31st, New Year's Eve gig, stand-up live, Huntsville, Alabama. And then, let's see, what else am I doing? I will be at the Performing Arts Center in New Philadelphia, Ohio. Come see me there. That's going to be on the 12th of January. Then on January 17 through 19, I'm going to be in Fort Worth, Texas. Fort Worth, Texas at Hyenas Comedy Club. And let's just leave it at that. For more tour dates, go to johnreep.com. Did you guys know that I have a website? That's right. JONREEP.com. For tour dates, merchandise, podcasts, videos, all kinds of stuff. I'm drinking myself a Diet Mountain Dew right now, and I'm just slowly getting myself in the mood for the show tonight. Luckily, because it is Christmas is upon us, and a lot of people are not working, I'm not doing any press tomorrow morning. So thank God I can sleep in. I don't have to get up the crack of dawn. I'm going to get some good sleep tomorrow morning. But what that does mean is I need you guys to spread the word. tell others about my appearance here in Columbus. Did you know Columbus, Ohio, is home to the founder of Wendy's? That's right, Dave Thomas is right here from Columbus. Maybe I should go to the very first Wendy's. I wonder if they still have that. Does anybody know? Let me know. We'll talk about that. That's it, folks. I really don't know what else to tell you. I mean, I was home. I had a gig in, let's see here. Let me go back in time here. Oh, I was in Des Moines. I think I already talked about Des Moines. I did Bob and Sherry. I met with my buddy Alan Jackson. We moved the date back to Hickory Live. Still going through physical therapy on the shoulder. Still healing there. I can only go up that far. Well, you can't see this on the podcast, but I probably got another month and a half of physical therapy, and then hopefully I'll get my full range of motion back. There you go. So, any last questions before I wrap? This is going to be a short version of the Fried Pod. Everyone says they're praying for Popsicle still. Thank you for that. Like I said, he's slowly getting better. It's going to be a marathon, not a sprint, unfortunately. Because I just want him to fast forward and get through this crap. You know, it's not fun. But I've already talked about that. Trying to think if there's anything else I'm forgetting real quick before I let y'all go. I guess that's it. Listen, we're going to do more of these. They're going to get funnier right now because Dad had another. Here we go. This just happened. My buddy Kyle Davis is watching. Good Lord, I miss Kyle Davis. Kyle, how are you doing, buddy? How are your kidneys, man? Hey, Kyle, give me a yes or no. Can I FaceTime you real quick for this episode of the Fried Pod? Can you talk? Let me know. So my dad just had to go back to the hospital. He was doing okay at the skilled nursing facility. Then he had a fainting spell and had low blood pressure and had to go back to Fry Medical Center. So that kind of screwed up my timing on recording a podcast. I was going to do it with my mom, sitting there talking to you guys. Hello, Samantha Dawn Kingston. Thank you for all that good stuff that you've been sending in the mail and your positive vibes and your prayers. Danny Nealon says you'll see me soon. HKY in the house. All right, Kyle said I could FaceTime him. So let's talk to Kyle here. I'm going to try and do it on the phone. Let me unplug this. Oh, man, I hope this works. I'm taking this thing out of the... Hang on! I'm taking it out of the iPad. I'm plugging it into the phone. And now I'm going to see if I can add Kyle Davis to this thing. I think there's a way to do it. Let's see here. Go back to Kyle. Let's click on Kyle. Hang on, everybody. All right, let's add Kyle. Let's see if this will work here. Add Kyle. Bring Kyle Davis on camera. Here we go. Let's see if this works. This will be interesting. It says it's trying to adding. I don't trust technology. Anyway, but for Christmas, I already got all my Christmas shopping done, and I hope that they appreciate what I got them. I don't want to tell everybody. Oh, there's Kyle!
What up?
Oh, my God.
What's cracking, buddy?
So good to hear your voice again, brother. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, pal. How about yourself?
Well, we're still alive. The Reaps. Dad had to go back to the hospital, but, he had low blood pressure, but he's doing a little bit better. He's back in the skilled nursing facility. I'm still healing my shoulder. But, we're just trying to get this year over with and hopefully have a better 2019. Tell me about your kidneys, brother.
Excuse me. I'm still taking this thing. I didn't plan on really telling people this stuff, but John let the cat out of the bag.
Oh, my bad.
No, yeah, I've had these. The problem is one of the kidney stones has worked its way towards my bladder area now.
Yeah, right.
And so I've had these pains in my lower area like that for like 2 years. And finally I went and got checked out. He's like, yeah, you have 3 kidney stones. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Ugh.
And he's all, well, you can try to pass them. So they gave me this stuff called Flomax to
Yes.
open up your urethra.
Right.
So I've been doing that because he was like, otherwise we have to do the surgery, which I was telling you about it through text message, where they stick a thing in your pee hole and go up there and like blast it and like break them to pieces. So, and then take them out. But, I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. So let's try this Flomax stuff for a couple months, see how that works. So far, nothing. Yeah. And I got one more month left to try it out before I have to get this surgery thing or whatever.
Well, I'm sorry to hear all that. It's a grueling process. My dad had the surgery. It's called lithotripsy or lithotripsy, where they actually they don't
That's
go
a tongue twister.
They don't go through your pee hole, but what they do is use ultrasound or sound waves or something, and they crush it up in the hopes that you'll pee it out.
Yeah,
naturally.
I would like to do that.
Yeah,
I would like to do that.
You should ask for that. Try to avoid the pee hole
I
at
will.
all costs.
Yeah, because he said after you do that surgery, they have to keep a stent in your penis bladder thing for like a week, and I was like, oh fuck no!
Oh my god,
that sounds awful.
That's horrible.
So, I just commented on a picture on your Instagram. When did you become a copycat and get the same hat as me?
Dude, I got it today.
Those are the best hats, because I have that owl hat and I have the what else
hang
do I
on,
have?
dude.
Yep, I know. I saw that and I was like, what the heck?
Airport in Charlotte, and like today, can you hear me, buddy?
Yep.
Okay. And
I'll go get my hat too, we can be twins.
I saw one, and they had other ones. They had one that said the word "sly" and a fox, and then I saw the owl one. I go like, that. I miss my buddy Kyle, and I got this in remembrance of you as of today, before I left.
Boom!
Look at us, not owls.
Well, thank you, buddy. I know. I love these type of hats. I also have the one that's like the lone wolf one, or no, I have that one that says where the buffaloes roam.
Oh, that's cool.
I love this company. They make cool hats, and I like the colors. It looks good on you too.
Yeah, I mean, I literally, it's brand new. But yeah, I was like, okay, so they had the lone wolf one. They had a sly fox. They had a couple other ones, but this one is really, that's my buddy Kyle Davis. So
I forget, are they similar colors? Are they all the same colors, or
this one is exactly
no? Are like the other one?
Oh yeah.
Are the other ones you saw the same color?
Pretty much, yes. But the actual word color, the font is color different.
Gotcha.
But,
yeah.
Because this one's blue, I think, but the other one was like red fox. It was like a slide.
Nice.
But
you missed me. I actually went live last night on Lil Kevin Ramus for a bit.
I pop on there every now and then after you've already done it and check it out for a little while. That's great. I'm glad you're still doing that, man.
I haven't been doing it much, but I'll do it every once and again and talk to the fans.
I'm going to talk.
See what's going on.
We're recording this to a Fried podcast right now on my Zoom recorder.
Oh.
Yeah, so this isn't just live for Facebook. This is actually going to the Fried podcast. So everybody,
hi, Fried podcast.
Hello, hey, for y'all listening to my buddy Kyle Davis, there's a couple things you need to go do. You need to go follow him on Facebook, follow us on Facebook, Lil Kevin Ramus. Also, there's this awesome thing called Cameo. It makes a perfect Christmas gift. So here's how that works.
Yes.
If you love Kyle Davis, if you love John Reap, or if you know someone who does, and you want us to send them a personalized message, you can do that through this Cameo app. And I've seen Kyle's done a couple. It makes an awesome Christmas gift, and we personalize it just for you or for whoever you want us to do it for.
I've been rocking out a lot of them lately. I think I've done close to 60 of them now.
That's great.
And,
my God, really? That's great.
Yeah, dude. Because people love Lil Kev, so I've been doing that. And also during the holidays until the 24th of December, I have a code. If you put in Lil Kev 25, you get 25% off your Cameo.
There you go. There you go, folks. You get a deal right there.
So, and you, John, have you been doing any cameos? You got to start promoting that stuff.
I know. I haven't done anything about it. I've been slacking on that. And
I know you've been crazy. No.
Yeah, I've been trying to.
You've had a lot on your plate, so I can't blame you for that.
Yeah, but good news is, Dad's still alive. He's still making tiny little baby steps in the right direction. It's going to be a long, slow process. But I'm trying to do as much as I can without neglecting too much crap. But I was going to come back in February, but I think I'm going to wait till March until he's like out of the skilled nursing facility. So
Right.
I won't be back there till March. But yeah, man, just trying to work on this podcast. Promote. Oh, I've told you about Hickory Live. And Max Deacon is watching us, everybody. Hey.
Oh, hi, Max.
Kyle, it's our buddy Max Deacon.
I can't see anything, so you have to tell me who's watching and all that stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this just in. There's a celebrity watching us right now on our Facebook Live. Sorry for those of you listening to the podcast. You're not aware of this, but Max Deacon. Hello, mate. That's right. He says, my pals recently got married. Congratulations. I'm loving your new pictures.
Congratulations, Maxie.
Yeah, he was in the movie Into the Storm with us. He was the good-looking main guy. Where me and Kyle were the sidekick redneck crazy folk. But
Exactly.
I miss me some Max Deacon, buddy. I hope you're doing well, bud.
Last time we saw Max was at the Dodger game, actually.
That's right. Hey, Kyle, are you planning on going to any Charger football games, Los Angeles Chargers? Or not even Chargers, but the Rams even?
Not this year because the playoffs start in 2 weeks.
I was
So
say
probably not.
both teams might be in the playoffs.
Yeah, but the Rams have looked pretty awful the last 2 games.
Yeah, golf is off.
Chargers, though, I think Chargers could go all the way, man. They've been just looking really tough.
They are on a
Really
nice
tough.
little spin in the right direction.
Unfortunately, Max Deacon's Raiders are garbage again, but he already knows that. And my Green Bay Packers missed the playoffs for like the first time in like 10 years. Fired Coach McCarthy. They're garbage. Your Panthers lost a terrible game just a few days ago.
Yeah.
That was awful.
They lost like 7 in a row now. We were 6-2, and then lost all the rest of the games. And we got,
So they're out of the playoffs then, right?
yeah, they're out of the playoffs.
Ugh,
Yeah,
brutal.
it's. I'm giving up on this season, except for and Kyle, you've known this for many years. My backup team. You always got to have 2 teams. My backup team has always been the Chargers. So
really?
Even though they were in San Diego for many years, I've got Charger stuff. Yeah. I've been in many games. I was a fan of LaDainian Tomlinson and Phillip Rivers, who played at North Carolina State University. So I've always quietly rooted for them. They're the team I'm going to pull for the rest of the year.
I'm pulling for them, and also and the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay. Well, Russell Wilson also played at North Carolina.
The only reason I'm
State
pulling for the
University.
Seattle Seahawks is because early in the year before the season started, I put just a small dollar bet for them to win the Super Bowl, and they were such underdogs that if they won, I'd win like $60 off a dollar. So,
how's your betting going? Have you done anything nice?
Nah, I haven't really been betting at all. Do anything.
Max Deacon, you can't really see the comments right now, but Max Deacon said he loves our hats, and he called us slags. I've never heard that word. SLAG. And Samantha Dawn Kingston is sharing our Cameo links on this page as
Yes.
well.
So that's what I did when I did that thing last night. I promoted my Cameo. I got 2 off it, so I got to bust out a couple of those for the Christmas gifts, and I love doing those Cameo things. I really do, because like I said, you don't make much money off them, which people keep calling me they're like, you're such a sellout, you blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, Cameo takes 25%. Then you got to pay taxes on it. Right. You're getting very little bit of this money, but it's an easier way for me to do videos for fans, because I have people asking me all the time, like, hey, can you do this? And there's so many of them, I don't have time. But if you're at least paying for it, I can make time to do it and get it done.
If you're making time to do it, and you're not charging like $500 for something crazy, it's like, well, why not? I mean, especially around the Christmas time, it's a great gift. So there you go, folks.
It's honestly like it's such a cool gift because it's so personalized by somebody who you love, or like a fan. You just love that person. why not? I mean, other than that, what are you going to get him for a gift? Like money, some shoes, or you can get a personalized message from me or you.
That's right. And I've seen some of the reaction videos that Cameo has. It's pretty amazing, these people, when they see, like, someone of their favorite celebrity or something, giving them a personalized message, and
Right.
they'll freak out. And Kyle will do it in character. Like a lot of people know you from Little Kevin, right?
All of my cameos are all in character.
Okay, wait. Max Deacon just said, hang on. I've got to get off, you beauties, but bye, Lil Kev cameo. It's Christmas. Christmas. That's right. Christmas, Max Deacon. Christmas. That's right. As my mama would say, Jesus is the reason for the season. There you go. Kyle, what's next for you, buddy? Are you got any auditions coming up or anything on the plate? I know you had something you were shooting a while back.
Well, I shot that one show late October, that the show called Tacoma FD for the Super Trooper guys.
Oh, yeah. How'd that go?
That was fun. And hopefully that gets picked up for season 2. Then I shot a commercial just recently for that app called Let Go.
Yeah. Oh, that's
you know that app, John?
Yeah, they sell stuff through the app or whatever. If you want to get rid of your, like, instead of having a garage sale, you just put it on Let Go.
Yeah, exactly. So I did that. I've had a few commercial auditions, but for people who are not in the industry, Hollywood during the holidays basically closes up shop. So basically from today until January 4th, there's nothing going on in the industry.
That's one thing.
Literally just dead.
People always tell me what's the difference between, LA and Hickory, what's the major differences. And one of them is it's the polar opposite when it comes to Christmas and Halloween. In Los Angeles, Halloween is a big deal. It's fun.
Right.
Everyone knows how to dress up and be their favorite characters. We got costume and makeup people everywhere. Everyone gets out, drinks, parties. Even with the kids walk around, that part's good. There's actually people in neighborhoods going door to door. The yards are set up awesome. Kyle, for Halloween this year, I was at home in Hickory for the first time in a long time. Me and my mother sat.
What'd you do?
We sat on the front little stoop that we have in our front door with candy. We had maybe five to 10 kids come by all frickin' night, and it was a buzzkill.
That sucks.
It was horrible, and I think what's ruining it in small towns like that, it's going to sound weird, is churches doing this thing called trunk or treat, where you go to a church parking lot and everyone has stuff in their trunk, and kids just walk from one trunk to the other. It's safer, it's quicker, it gets it over. And that's what everyone does now. Or they go to one badass neighborhood, and that's where they go. Our neighborhood's not a badass neighborhood. It used to be, but
that's why I loved where John used to live in Studio City. He lived right next to this super rich neighborhood with celebrities, and we went there again this year. Oh. And I don't think you knew this. I didn't even know this until one of the neighbors told me. We went to this one really rich house, and down the street, it was kind of like dark. It was like kind of like nothing really down there. I was like, hey, what? I was like, any good trick or treats down there? He's like, no, nobody's really no house to trick or treating, but Clayton Kershaw lives right down the street. And I was like, what?
Did you go down there?
Buddy. No, we didn't go down there because Stella was already throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
But
well, that's what I was saying. That's Halloween between Hickory and LA. Now, in Christmas, it's almost the exact opposite because everyone. Not everyone. A lot of people who live in Los Angeles aren't from there, and they end up leaving. The town shuts down. Nothing happens. Everyone goes home. It's kind of fun because if you do live there, the fun part is you can go anywhere and park anywhere. You can find lots of parking spaces now.
That's true.
A lot of people leave. But it's a ghost town. But the opposite is true.
That's why I love staying here because there's nobody around.
Right.
Sorry,
but if you actually do love Christmas and that kind of stuff, then you want to be in Hickory because there's like everyone's got their lights decked. It's like Halloween in Los Angeles. That's what I'm trying to say. It's awesome, but unless your dad has a stroke, and then you got to go to a skilled nursing facility.
Yeah, that sucks.
You know what I did do, Kyle? Is I got that little desk leg lamp. Remember that leg lamp? I put that in his room, I put wrapping paper all over the walls to make it look like wallpaper was presents. You know what I mean? We
Right.
put little bows everywhere. We taped up the cards that everyone sent him. So I bought some really cheap Christmas lights and wrapped it all around the TV and stuff. And
That's awesome.
Trying to bring Christmas to him, but yeah, it's normally we have like the nice Christmas tree up. We've got that little ceramic Christmas tree that's got the little bulbs in it.
Yeah.
That always lights up. That's always fun. And I'm getting fat, dude. I've gained a lot of weight back. Because of all
Well, that's because your shoulder.
my shoulder, and I'm just blaming on this Christmas food everywhere, and there's lots of sweets around from.
Are you gonna start getting back into shape in the new year?
Yeah, there you go. See, it's. I mean, not that much. I've gained maybe like 10 pounds, but yeah, I'm hoping to. I have blamed a lot on my shoulder. I'm just going to the treadmill walking, but yeah, I'm definitely 2019.
So what's left to do on your shoulder? Like what kind of exercise?
I just got a heel, so that's as far as it goes that way, and it's as far as it goes that way.
Right.
And behind me, and that way. And I can't lift anything for another month and a half. So I basically got another 2 months roughly of physical therapy and just trying to get mobility back.
Right.
But
Right on.
yeah.
Well, so I'm just curious. When your dad had the stroke, was the food actually in the middle of being cooked, or was everything done, about to set the table? Like, how did that go?
We were going to have a late Thanksgiving, so we were not going to eat till like 5:00 because that's when all the kids could come.
Right.
So, but you could smell the food cooking. We bought a deep fried turkey from Bojangles.
Snap.
Dude, it was so good. But all you had to do was just cook it again, like reheat it pretty much. So we had that in the oven. You could smell it. We had green beans, cornbread, cream corn, pecan pie, sweet potato casserole. All this stuff was cooking, and you could smell it. And my dad kept going over and picking at it, and Mom would go, "No, wait, we're not eating yet. Wait, we're not eating yet."
Right.
And so he was sitting next to the fireplace on the hearth, his arms crossed, and he was kind of looking down. I was looking right at him, and he just was rocking like this. And he went, "Zam," and his head hit the floor just hard. And I was thinking,
Yeah, I heard that part, and then you said you started laughing because you thought it was a joke or something, right?
I thought it was like making a joke because he hadn't eaten yet. He was having low blood sugar and he passed out. I thought that was his joke.
Oh God!
And then and I'm laughing, and Mom's going, "David," and Jason's going like, no, that's real. He hit too hard for that to be a joke." And so we had to. I called 911 and. Jason my buddy Mark was there, and so they started looking at him, and they got him on the floor and straightened him out, and they was looking at him, and he was getting this going on like that, and just kind of.
Oh yeah.
And but even then he said, "Don't call 911. I'm fine. And my mom goes, if me and Jason weren't there, she would have just obeyed him. She would have said, "Okay, well, I'm not going to call him then." Because,
Really?
she would have said, like, "Okay, well, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?" And she would have done whatever he says. In that moment, anyway, she would have just listened to him,
Right.
But luckily, me and Jason were there, and we called 911 and got him to the hospital pretty quick. They came pretty quick. And the people who came, I went to high school with the guy who came and picked him up. That is one good thing.
Cool. That's when you're in a small town like that.
That's one of the perks, dude. They're there pretty quick. So I don't know. I think I've told this before, but he's got a little brain damage up here now, and it's a long.
What is that affected the brain damage? What has it affected?
Mobility, on his left side, so he's sort of paralyzed on his left side, but you can regain it.
Can he ever regain any of that mobility though?
Yes, you can regain it. With a lot of physical therapy, speech therapy, occupational therapy, which is what he's doing right now, and he's he's getting the first thing that he got back pretty quick was like his face, and then it was like his eyesight and his hearing. Then it was like his leg and his feet. The last thing that he's going to get is probably his arm and hand. For whatever reason, they said that takes forever to get that one going. But he's walking. He hasn't walked by himself 100%. He's had people kind of hold him up, but he's walking on the parallel bar type thing, and he's got a lot of intense physical therapy he's doing. And it's because I'm we're in the skilled nursing facility that's right next to my house where I grew up in my neighborhood. But it's in our backyard, which is great because we could just walk there. But, I get recognized a lot more often in Hickory than I do anywhere else. So, like, all the freaking nurses are, like, fans of mine. So, like, I'm going like, hey,
That's
listen,
awesome.
anything that you would have given special treatment to me, give it to my dad. All right, just come in here and rub his foot and I'll take a picture and do whatever you want. So yeah, we're hoping everything.
Right, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude, I gotta wrap.
Well,
this
like
up.
you said on your other live feed, you happened to move back at the exact perfect time.
Crazy, right? Dude, that's insane.
That's just, it was meant to be.
I mean, I was telling you about like how I figured something was up. I didn't know what it was. I didn't think it would be a stroke. I was thinking maybe Parkinson's or dementia. I mean, just because, I don't know.
Right.
He seemed to be forgetting stuff a lot of times, and I don't know what it was going on.
Yeah.
I just knew I had to get back home to keep an eye on him, and then this happened. Crazy.
Getting old sucks, man.
Tell me about it.
I hate it.
Well,
Did you ever end up selling the trailer?
yeah, we sold the trailer.
Oh,
So
nice.
we made our money back there. That basically moved for free. And then also sold my parents. They had this big trip planned to go to New York. Before my dad had a stroke. Luckily, someone on Facebook saw that we were trying to sell it and came and bought it. So they didn't lose money on the trip.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so everyone has been really nice during this crazy time. So I really appreciate that. And but I miss my buddy Kyle.
I miss my buddy John.
Have you been back over to my house?
Now if I go out, I go out by myself. I'm just a little loner and sit at the bar and just sit there and eat food and drink and then wander around.
Have you been
Different.
to?
I just walked by your place last night. Actually,
Did you? Yeah.
thought about testing out the garage code.
What are the odds it's the exact same thing, man? That would be
I bet you it is.
right. It's interesting. You should. Go by.
I don't want to go do it and then get shot though, so I'll pass on that.
Right. Maybe I should.
That would suck. If the garage opens, you just waiting there with a gun, and I'm like, I'm just seeing if the gate code worked. That's all.
I should post it on Facebook and have everyone just come by there and just open the garage door.
I'm sure that guy would love it. How have you talked to him at all?
Yeah.
That guy?
I made a video for him about how to, because I left the TV there with the remote and all the electronics in the closet, and
Yep.
I made a little video of how to use that, and I said, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And then he sent me a picture of like an outlet in the wall. He goes, that didn't have anything in there. There was a wire coming out for a speaker or something. And he said, do you know what this is for? And I replied back to him in the email. And then we went back and forth a couple times on the email, and I said, I sent him something in the mail, like if you get mail for me, please send it my way. But he seems like a good guy. He was an ex-military dude, so
So has he been hanging out with your neighbors?
It's funny. I did do a gig in not long ago, and my neighbor David sent me an email asking for free tickets for his brother, and then I said yes, and then we started talking, going back and forth on email. And he said, new neighbor seems fine. They haven't really had a chance to hang out with him or anything, but he's not causing any problems yet. There you go.
Well, nobody will ever be as good of a neighbor as you were, but
Well, yeah, I was never there. I was like the best
Exactly.
neighbor to have.
exactly. So when's your gig tonight, bud?
Right now, I got to wrap this up.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see you on here, but I'm glad I did. We're going to catch up for real, though, this weekend sometime. I don't have to do press tomorrow morning, thank God. So let's chit-chat tomorrow sometime if you're free.
Cool. I'll be around. I'm just watching the kid.
All right, tell April and
All
Stella
right,
hey
y'all.
for me.
I will.
All right, see you,
Love you, buddy.
Love you too,
Take
man.
care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm hanging up. All right, folks. Sorry about that. Anyway, listen. That's Facebook. You got to get on my Facebook page.
Hey, everybody.
That way. Oh,
What's going on?
I'm going to unplug that. Get on my Facebook page, and then you can be a part of random shenanigans like this. But let's see. What time is it? Yeah, I got to start going. I haven't eaten yet. I'm starving. So, look. Once again, I am in Columbus, Ohio. Got shows at the Funny Bone this weekend. 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday. Yeah, come see me. Tell the world about me. Get some merchandise on my website, johnreap.com. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share. You can listen to us on iTunes, or the website, allthingscomedy.com. I mean, there's tons of ways you can listen to it. Anyway, I appreciate you listening. Happy Friday, everybody.
And the radio up, I like to see sunrise. See the love in my woman's eyes. Feel the touch of my precious child. And know